Welcome into the Cactus Golf Podcast.
Episode number 62.
Oh, I thought you were giving me the finger to say, nope, not ready yet.
No, yeah, 62.
Episode number 60. I had 61.
I know, I was wondering if you were going to do it because we had the...
61, right?
No, it's 62 technically because we had the Golf Roots interview that went
live
live
right.
on Friday. So,
Did you introduce it as episode 61?
Not in the episode because I didn't really know what episode it was going to be because that was the first time ever we just had a solo podcast, just an episode or just an interview. So no, I did not. And I had another one coming up, and I didn't do it as well because I recorded them both on the same day. So
programming note.
Yeah.
All right, episode number 62, recording on December 13th. We have a few things to go over, news and notes wise, catch up everybody up. We have the Grant Thornton review. We got a quick little PNC review or preview. I didn't have a ton on it, so there's not a ton out there on it really. You can deep dive on some stuff, but I didn't go super deep on it. Then maybe a betting corner recap. But yeah, we can go ahead and get into some of the news and notes here. Got a lot obviously going on in the golf world lately. So we mentioned it last week. Jon Rahm to live is official. It's done deal. Locked in. He had his Live Letterman jacket on like Fox News and whatnot.
Fox News, that was interesting too. That was very interesting to me that he went on Fox to announce this.
Is that like where it announced, or like they had him on because
I don't know. It was the same night, so I don't. They might have just had him on, but I'm assuming they had that planned. Like they wouldn't just like
they would have just like reach
out to him.
Yeah,
but you're free later tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm
up.
I mean, yeah.
You up?
I'm assuming like it was planned. So the Fox News was very interesting to me to see that, but. Did Max Homa was that treat real? Or was
I don't know
just...
the timing of it. Yeah. Everybody was saying that he called it, which I mean, if he did, props to him.
That's hilarious.
I mean, that's so on the nose though. Like,
wildly accurate.
Yeah, I don't know the timing of it, but all the tweets insinuated that he basically called that. I guess I don't know. He might have had some insider knowledge. I don't know. But yeah, there was. We talked about it last week. That's done deal. We were calling it like 99% last week. But yeah, it's 100 now.
I think Rahm Snapchatted Homa and was like, "Oh, what's up, dude?" And he was just wearing the jacket.
It's I wouldn't roll it out. I wouldn't roll that out. But yeah, there's quite a bit of a trickle down effect from that actually happening. That didn't really make the headlines because it wasn't the big headline. But so Rahm was suspended by the PGA, basically a formality that happening. He's not going to play on the PGA anyway. But so because of that, there's a FedEx Cup spot that got opened up.
I saw
so
that.
Everybody moved up. So Mackenzie Hughes was 51. Now he's number 50. So he qualifies for all the signature events now. So that's kind of crazy. I'm sure he's pretty happy about that. And also, you don't have to play against Jon Rahm. So one less really good golfer you have to go against in all those events too.
It's a win-win for him.
So it's a win for everybody there. Then Alex Smalley is the next to move up. Everybody moved up. This is the most notable, actionable thing. Alex Smalley moves up and is qualified now for the Pebble signature event, Pebble Beach, and then Riviera. Carl Yuan, he moves from 126 to 125 and gets his full PGA card. So that was one of the kind of ripple effects from that. So I'm sure they're jumping up and down with the news. They're like, go ahead, John, go ahead.
Whoever was number 52 is just someone, come on, let's go. Who's next?
Come on, Victor.
They're just pushing for someone else.
Come on, Tony, please go to live.
Yeah, they're just trying to spread the rumors, just trying to get someone to leave, and they're excited. That's got to be crazy. I mean, as a player, if you're number 51, you got to be excited, obviously, but it's such an asterisk. I got in because someone who's really better than me.
I mean, I wouldn't care because those signature events, those are guaranteed. Those are no cuts, man. You're locked into money right there.
Next year, I forgot.
You're locked into money.
That's true.
I guess staying on the theme there, so we had Tony Finau. I texted you the same sources who had Jon Rahm. So I'm like, oh, it's a done deal, right? Tony Finau, it's all gonna kind of be like a snowball effect. Tony Finau live seemed like it was kind of inevitable. There was a lot of news flying hot and heavy, fast and furious there, but he kind of squashed that. He said, nope, see, that's PGA.
It took him a minute to squash it, though, because when he was at the Grant Thornton, he said, I had nothing to say right now.
Well, he also said team golf is the best golf or something like that, which is what really got things burning, too. People were really jumping on that. So
Well, they had the early lead after day one, right? So I get why. He said that,
but I think he said like before round one.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm not positive, but I think he said that before round one. So but he squashed those in an Instagram post. I think it was basically saying ready for next season on the PGA. Tyrrell Hatton, I saw basically the same tweet. I think it was that Finau and Hatton were like rumored to go join Jon's team on Live and whatnot. I haven't seen him squash that, but that would be interesting. I don't. So it's kind of like we talked about. Like the teams and like how there's like all from kind of certain areas of the world, and I don't know if Hatton fits like on one of those teams. Like whenever who was it that I said would go to Live and he did. Mito Pereira.
There you go.
He kind of like fit that kind of prototype. He joined like the South American team, right? Yeah. So that kind of made sense. I don't know where Hatton would fit. I don't know if he like would fit on a team or fits like a criteria. Maybe it's Jon Rahm. Maybe it's like a new wave of team. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean I don't know Ian Poulter's team. That's all.
Is that like the Cliques maybe? Or Majestics maybe something like that.
One of the Majestics maybe. I don't remember. I honestly some of those teams.
But I think the rumors were that he would join Jon's team, so maybe it is just like a new. Maybe it doesn't have to fit that criteria of that theme that we've had before.
Could, yeah.
But yeah, so Tyrrell Hatton was rumored. I haven't seen them squash those rumors. And continuing on the Live theme, we've had Live golfers now won 4 of the first. So DP World Tour's new season already started. Live golfers won 4 of the first 5 DP World Tour events.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so the new season started on November 23rd. So that's kind of bizarre. I saw Louis Oosthuizen's won one. Yeah. Dean Burmeister we mentioned. Yep. I forget the other 2. Yep. Burmeister won 2 back to back, so he was 2 of them. I forget who the 4th was, but yeah. So Live golfers are kind of hot. We have the Live like play-in kind of tournament type deals going on.
It finished.
Did it finish?
Yeah,
that's right.
The top 3 players.
I saw like Vincent, the guy that's already on Live. I forget his name. His brother like qualified.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah. It was they all got a Live golf coin and admission into Live this season. So that's kind of cool. It's like an interesting, like little way for the people to be able to join. Is that going to happen every year, or is it?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
For however long Live goes, I don't know who knows about that.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I think it's pretty cool. I like that. Last episode? Did we talk about, or 2 episodes ago? Did we talk about the trades that happened?
We talked about the first one, but not the other ones.
We talked
about the first trade that happened. There's been more now.
Yeah, there has. So, let me think here now.
It was Cameron. I said Cameron Wolf. It's Matthew Wolf for your arch nemesis.
I know, Taylor Gooch, and then it was Harold Varner went from the Range Goats for someone else. I forgot who he went for.
Uline. Was it Uline?
It was Uline. Yeah. So, because then I DM'd the Range Goats Instagram team, and I was like, dude, who is approving these trades? Like,
those are our 2 best players this year by far.
100%. Like, there's got to be some like money on the table. There's no way those people are just traded straight up. Like, maybe they like all right, we'll give you Gooch. And we'll take Matt Wolf, but we also want X amount of dollars as well to be able to maybe acquire someone else,
or the like Live Piff whatever like made them do that. So like certain teams are better because that's more marketable or something like that.
Yeah, that's a shame.
I could see that.
I could definitely see it. I can see that being a thing. Hopefully that's not true because
I don't know.
I like the Range Goats of all teams. I mean, they were great this year. They were pretty successful. They were finished top 5 I think in the teams aspect, and there's 8 teams, but that was cool to see them actually play well. I guess I'd still stand by what I say about Gooch, but whatever. But he went to Smash. That's what Brooks Koepka's team is, right?
Well, he came from Wolf. Yeah, my Smash. Yeah.
So. I don't know. They responded back. They DM'd us back, which was pretty cool. But they just said something like,
just like the PC answer,
all like, trade details will be revealed.
There's a bigger plan.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Like a head coach talk.
Corporate response.
Yeah, coach talk.
Yeah. Like, all right, whatever. That's.
But I mean, Smash would be really good this year. I think 4 aces would be really good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There's those 2 teams, 3 if you include Bryson's team. They haven't made any trades, I don't think.
Not that I've seen.
So that's they're going to be pretty dominant, those top 3 teams. And then they're rumoring that Rahm's team is going to be named Los, whatever bowl is in Spanish. That's what they're rumoring that his team name
Oh,
is going to be.
like the Animal Bull.
Yes. Because it's from Spain, bulls.
Okay,
So
I forget what bull is in Spanish.
Yeah, I saw like a bunch of times on social. I just don't remember what it was now. So they're rumoring like what they think the name of his team name.
I'm still interested how they're going to manage that on course.
9 teams. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah,
I agree.
I
agree.
I'm trying to figure out how they're going to do that. I'm not really sure because the whole thing is like get it all done in one fell swoop. So maybe they just have tighter groups, like one tees off, and then they wait for their approach shots, then tee off again off that same hole.
I wonder if it's ever going to get to a point where it's like in any other sport where you have a bench. Someone just doesn't play.
Like a team relegation kind of thing, maybe?
Or like, just like, hey, like, so-and-so is going to be out this week. We're going to move up. We're going to start these top 4 players. And these 2 are gonna.
But you're not setting.
Bench.
Oh, I see. I think I see what you're saying. I don't know. Because then not every team would have somebody sitting out though.
Well, you'd have to get to a point. That's what I'm saying. I wonder if they
Right.
would ever get to a point in the future where they had that as an option. Like they had like reserve players.
I bet they'll. I assume this would be the easiest. Is just kind of have, basically tighter tee times. Have everybody tee off, and then the other team tees off kind of in between one of the groups, one of the 2 groups.
That'd be tough.
It would just be tighter, and I mean that those like 3 groups there that'd be smashed together.
There's no chance Patrick Cantley's going.
There'd be like 3 groups that are just really tight and hitting on top of each other the whole time, which would be kind of have pain. To play
Group on the
in that
green, group in the fairway, group on the box.
Yeah, that would be a pain, but I think that seems like the easiest way. Maybe they'll come. They probably got something else in mind.
I don't know.
That's
They also, last thing real quick, I know we got to keep rolling, but they also were talking about with the live players, like they're 50-50 right now on extending it to 72 holes. There's talks right now.
We got to change the name then.
I agree. Like exactly. I said it's the first thing I thought about because when we kind of figured out what live stood for.
I'm pretty good with Roman numerals. What that'd be like? V is 50.
V XXII.
Yeah.
I think so, right?
Yeah. VXII.
VXX.
VXXII.
Yeah.
Vixie. Doesn't roll off quite like Liv does.
No, I like Liv a little better, not going to lie. So yeah, that was interesting to see that there's like 50% are in favor, 50% are not. Taylor Gooch did come out and say he is 100% against, which makes sense because that's another day for him to lose.
Yeah.
So
well, they could do if they wanted to keep like the name like Roman numerals, they could do Mim. That'd be 199 if they want to play 199 holes.
Yeah, possibly.
Mim, because M's 100, I believe.
Yeah.
In Roman numerals.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, Mim. That's an option. It'd be a long tournament, but who knows? Yeah, let's go ahead and get to the Grant Thornton here. We had Jason Day and Lydia Kos outlasted Corey Connors and Chloe Henderson take home that title, that 26 under. So that was they got off to a hot start on Friday, and then Saturday cooled off. Sunday put it together. They defeated second place Corey Connors, Chloe Henderson, Obear, and his partner. I think it was Madeline Sagstrom. They like balled out. You see Sunday they shot like a 60. It was crazy. Yeah. They came out of nowhere, just stormed up the leaderboard as Obear is one to do.
Moved up 6 places on Sunday.
Yeah. So Jason Day, Lydia Kos take home that championship.
No, that's good. We saw Lexi Thompson hole out, which was pretty cool to see. What are you smelling about?
I'll tell you after.
Okay. So that was that was pretty cool to see. Off the podcast type thing? Oh man. That was pretty cool to see. But honestly, I mean, that was the first event of the co-league event between the 2. Obviously, we talked about before. We had some LPGA players that played in some PGA events. But it was okay. It was all right. It was kind of cool. I think I do like these little bit of a different formats. I agree with Tony Finau. I'll echo that. Team sports are fun. I think that is true. It just mixes it up. It gives a little spice into the how things are going right now. So I'm a fan of doing stuff like this, and hopefully they. I don't know if I would want more LPGA mixed events, to be honest. But I love the match plays and was 3 days, different formats each day. It's cool.
I don't mind it. It was I don't expect it to be a super common thing any more than maybe once a year, but I think it's fine. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Yeah, did something different. 3 days too. It's kind of a little easier to track as well. But yeah, so just run through the rest of the top 10 here. There's only 20 teams, but we'll go through the top 10 here. So like we said, Jason Day, Lydia Kos. We had Connors and Henderson second, Obear and Sagstrom third, and then tied fourth. We had McCarthy and Kang fourth. Again, tied fourth is Finau and Korda. Tied sixth was 2 teams, Lucas Glover and I didn't have the first names here, McGuire.
Yeah.
And then Ricky Fowler and Lexi Thompson were T6 as well. Solo eighth was Taylor and Yin, and then 3 teams tied for T9 were Thigala and Zhang, Dom and Vu, and Rose and Hull. Did you have? I didn't know. I wasn't going to text you or not, but did you have 2 truths?
I do. Yes, I did.
So how did you manage to do it for 2 people?
I mixed it.
Okay.
So I'll tell you who it relates to in the 2 truths, obviously.
Okay.
You'll be able to. It's pretty.
She was on the high school swim team. Oh, so that one's probably
Probably about her, yeah. No. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. You know what I just realized? That I just put down 3 facts. So that's interesting. So let me give
That's not the game.
Yeah, that's not the game. So let me
Or did you just
I got
forget
it.
the lie?
I got it. No, I know what it is.
Typed it wrong?
Yeah, I did it pretty
Forgot
quick,
the knot.
I forgot the knot. I just found 3 straight facts and didn't change one. But I'll change one of them. So here we go. Lydia was the youngest to win on a pro tour ever in golf. Jason Day has a street named after him. And the third one is the 2 have a combined earnings less than $70 million.
You know what? I think the last one's the lie because it's easy to change more to less.
100%.
Yeah. Just because that fact alone.
100%.
That's the easiest one to change real quick.
Yep. Yep.
I don't even know what number you said, but I'm just thinking that. Yeah.
1,000%. You know what's funny is after I said it, I thought that you might think that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Because none of them had like a nod or like did not do this. I'm like,
well,
that one's
I said
easy.
Lydia was the youngest to win on the pro
Yeah,
tour, but that's
the oldest. Like that's obviously
oldest.
not,
Yeah, exactly.
Was not the youngest, maybe. Like that's also a dumb
really,
question.
Yeah, exactly. No, that was on me. That was fair. That was good. You're now since we started this, you're 13 right, 18 wrong. So
Heck yeah, baby.
You're heading back towards 50-50 right now. But yeah, Lydia, she was 14 to win her first tour event.
Crazy.
It's the youngest ever. Can you imagine that? You're 14. You're a freshman. You're either an late eighth grader or a freshman going into high school. That's crazy.
That's like embarrassing.
That's crazy.
You like the other people on tour. This girl's going back to like algebra, not even algebra.
Exactly.
You know, like,
her mom drove her.
Yeah,
this is crazy. Yeah, that's wild. She has to get permission to play.
she had to get like
she had to have a guardian.
Yeah, she had to get what is it?
Permission slip.
Permission slip. Yeah, I had to get a permission slip from school.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, second one, Jason Day does have a street.
She got an exempt from PE class because like you do stuff you get out of PE class.
Jesus. Yeah, Jason Day does have a street named after him in Australia, where he's from, and the 2 have a combined earnings of $74 million. Majority obviously coming from Jason Day. I think he's got over like 50 some himself. So.
All right.
But yeah.
All right. Well, that's the Grant Thornton. Let's go ahead. The PNC Championship preview. We have defending champions VJ and Cass Singh. That's going to be played at the Ritz-Carlton Golf Club in Orlando. I didn't have any course stats.
I didn't either.
Stats either.
No,
I didn't
really
too deep on it, but yeah, Ritz-Carlton Golf Club. It was Greg Norman design. I did see that though. 20 teams. The format, kind of a mouthful here, kind of like the last one. On each hole, each player's drive and the best drive is selected. Did I just say that right? Each player drives. Okay, and the best drive is selected. Okay.
Yep.
In my mind, when I said it, didn't make sense. Each player then plays a second shot from that spot where the selected drive lies, and the best second shot is selected. This process is repeated until the hole is completed.
AKA best ball.
Best ball. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, no, I mean best ball. Sometimes you take like every shot best, right? Or is that just how us?
Isn't that how that was? Each player drives, and the best drive is selected. Each player hits the second shot. Where they,
oh, is that what I? Oh, I wasn't even hearing what I was saying.
Yeah. I thought
you're right.
Was.
Just kidding. Sorry. Yeah. So that's the format. We had, I think, last year VJ and Casting won. I think last year I picked Longer and his son to win. Bernhard Longer did not win for me. But yeah, the Sings won. I don't know. I didn't really have I made a pick. There was no betting. There was no betting. But,
there's a purse though. It's a little over $1 million purse for this that I found.
Well, you know what? I texted you, like my theory of why, because there's children, right? I don't know how old or young the youngest person is.
I don't know. Well,
but Charlie, you just mentioned how Lydia Kos won an event at 14 years old. Obviously, there was probably. I mean, maybe not betting like we know today. Yeah. But there was probably betting on that, right? And like whenever what's his face, we had that person in the Bahamas that was like whatever old, like 14, 15, something like that.
Yeah.
I was betting on that too. I don't know if he was listed. I didn't see his name.
I don't know either.
So I wonder.
I'd assume they couldn't be listed. I was assuming they would take that out.
Or did he like sign some kind of waiver or something like when he entered the tournament that allowed him to be?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
I'll have to keep an eye out the next time I see a young teen in the.
Keep your eye out to see a young teen
listed in the betting.
Okay.
On the tournaments.
All right. I have a pick. I was thinking the Singh family, but I did see VJ at the Champions Tour, and I have
not doing so hot.
No, I smashed his driver down after he had his tee shots. That's the first thing I thought of.
Well, that means he's still competitive, though. You want the drive.
That's fair. With the drive. I think they're all pretty competitive. But and then I kept seeing all these videos and like old videos of John Daly just ripping driver, and I saw some meme today that he thinks, obviously it's a joke, he thinks that 1 cigarette plus 1 can of Diet Coke equals 10 grams of protein.
I think that's an old
obviously quote, yeah, it's hilarious. And I watch a lot of the good guys on YouTube, and they play a lot with his son. And his son plays for University of Arkansas. He's like a legit golfer.
Right.
Like, he's not just like
not a YouTuber.
Amateur. Yeah, exactly. Like, he's a legit golfer. And he plays well. So I'm going with the Daly family. I think they won 2 years ago.
I believe they won, at some point. I don't remember what year.
Yeah. So that was my pick for.
I'm going. I think the only like real PGA player left like still competes, Matt Kuchar. I'm going Matt and Cameron Kuchar.
Yeah,
I think. VJ won last year. He's on the Champions Tour, but he's kind of hasn't played in. I think he plays the Masters still because he won that, but he hasn't really played on the PGA Tour anymore. But I think Matt Kuchar's the only one that and he plays really well on the PGA Tour. He's consistently in the top 20, top 10. Yeah. So I'm going. I don't even know how old Cameron Kuchar is. I was just going off his father, but I'm going with the Kuchar team.
I like it.
Yeah. So that was really the only thought process I had. He's the only one currently competing pretty well on the PGA, so we went that way. I didn't really have a preview or anything on it. I just wanted to mention DP World Tour is going to be playing the Afrasia Bank Mauritius Open. I got a pick for you. Matthew Pavone. Antoine Rosner won it last year, but I'm going Matthew Pavone. He's third in the betting odds, plus 1,200. I didn't bet it, but that's where he was.
I looked nothing into this.
Oh yeah, I just figured I'd mention it. DP World Tour.
Fair enough.
I think it needs more shout out. They have a lot of good golfers over there.
They do, yeah.
Wanted to give them a little limelight.
Fair enough. They also is the Q School qualifying.
That's next week, I believe.
This weekend.
Is it this weekend?
Yeah, you can bet on it too.
Okay. Yeah, I did see that on DraftKings.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. There's that one dude that I think we follow on Instagram, James Nichols. Oh, maybe that's his name.
Nicholas, I think.
There he is. Wears a big old visor. Yeah. He's playing this weekend, trying to qualify, and so it was cool. I wish everyone good luck. Obviously, that's trying to get through Q School. That's not easy. I definitely couldn't do it. Of course.
Betting corner update.
Yeah. So last week, at the Grant Thornton, I went plus 142. I had 2 bets hit, and you went a solid plus 1.
Man, I was so close. How'd
you do plus 1? Like you never.
My Finau Corda
It
was it didn't dead heat. It's just that's how it paid out.
Oh, okay.
It was technically plus like 1.2, but I mean round up, round down.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I had them. They were like up there the whole time. At one point on Saturday, I think I had 3 teams cashing because I had like a winner and top 5 and whatnot.
Got it.
My Fowler Thompson, they were up there for a minute. Let's see, Finau and Quarter were winning. That would have paid more out than their top 5 did. Thigala and Shang were up there big time. They were like second, I think, for a while, and then kind of fell off on Sunday. So had some really good picks, just didn't quite work out. But we didn't go negative, so I'll take it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I had a round 1 leader of Corda Finau, which hit, and then
It wasn't tied, didn't that heat?
Round 1.
Up?
It was straight up. Yep. And then Sagstrom and Aubert, I had them top 5, and they finished solo third.
Yeah, they just rocketed it up.
Them coming back on Sunday was a huge help. And honestly, I forgot that I did I don't really do a lot of the round 1 leaders or stuff like that, so I forgot. So I was logged on the DraftKings.
What were the odds on it?
Plus 800. So it's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's like there's only 20 teams. Yeah.
I remember I logged on to DraftKings on Saturday and saw a little bit more money in my account. I was like, oh, what hit? And then I remember I put
Santa came to town.
Yeah, I remember I put a bet like a long time ago. I think it was a free bet on like the in-season NBA tournament.
Oh, really?
So I thought, I was like, oh, that was it that? But then I was like, no, I picked the Suns. That wasn't that. So then I scrolled down. It was a little present for me there. So it was nice. So, got anything else?
That's all I got. That's all I had was I wanted to add that quick note about DP World Tour, but that's all we got. I'm sure we'll have some more live drama coming next week, like we mentioned the week prior, where it's coming hot and heavy. It'll keep coming, I think. Their first tournament is what, early February, January?
Yeah. You know what I found out? They do play the same week as Waste Management.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it on a podcast because it's not a
the purse is
signature event anymore.
20 million still. I just saw that, which surprised me. I don't know why that is, unless like it was just an error online. But
where'd you look?
It was ESPN.
Yeah, it might have just been sometimes they do lag on their golf content. Yeah.
But it was, I don't know why.
They might have just not updated it yet.
It could have been, but I think their first tournament's in February.
I think it's somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got. We can. You got another quick little short interview coming out, right?
Yeah. But we've got no tournaments next weekend, right?
No. Yeah, the Q school was the last one. I don't think there's any more of these like novelty tournaments for a minute, but we have. Is it the Sony? The first one?
The first one is usually
like the first week of January, I believe. So we'll have that one before too long. So we'll have a little bit of content before too long, and we got the interview coming out. So we'll have some more content coming at you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna post that one next week. Another good interview for you guys.
Episode 63,
to be exact. That's right. So other than that, you want to close this out?
Yep, that's all we got. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We got some interesting, really fun things coming out for Cactus Golf Club in the new year, so make sure you join there. Join on Facebook. Really make sure you join on Facebook. That's how you're gonna get all the goodies. I guess it won't be Facebook. But get joined on Facebook, and that's all you need to know. But peace. See you next episode, or the episode after next. Actually, sorry.
See you later.